It'll be me and you holding hands. Yes, our studios move this Saturday, so there may be a few interruptions. I'll let you know more about that. But I just want to let you guys know, something new is happening. Something exciting is happening. And that's, now you're in it too, Zeman. Now you're in the know. You're up to speed that all we got going on over here. All right, so, talk to me, because you are it kid on the block doing a lot of funky things.
Yep.
A really cool musician. You're like, yeah, I can get behind that. A really cool musician, and a very exciting one. So I love the new song because of the Amapiano flavor that you are giving us in Najiliza.
Yep. That's the one.
It's my pronunciation. That's why I'm covering my mouth.
It's okay. No judgment here.
Yeah, no judgment here. Okay, it's because you're not from TZ. My TZ artist always go a little harder on me, like, excuse him, what? And I was like, I'm just yeah, and I'm like, I'm trying. With that having been said, I wanted to know a little bit about your journey in the industry and how we got here. Yeah. Because obviously sounds change, right?
Yeah.
And for you to have an Amapiano influence track, I'm like, well, that's definitely a more recent flavor.
Yeah.
So how did you go from your original ting to starting to dabble with, what's new and hot around Africa as a whole right now?
I mean, music is... I like to see music as a lifestyle, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
And Amapiano right now, it's the hardest thing that, like you just said. But, I just want to, try something,
right?
Whatever is hot, and also, make my own sound in the process.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a growing process. All I can say, I won't limit myself to just one sound. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But my roots are definitely from R&B, kapuka, and hip hop,
right?
Dancehall. I love all of that. So yeah.
How would you categorize your music?
Man, African pop.
Okay,
with a little bit of sauce.
No, but anything African is definitely gonna have a sauce.
Yeah.
We stay keeping it saucy.
Yeah.
So Afro pop is what you would categorize yourself. Okay, I would think so too. Which also means that you're going to, I don't want to say latch on, but play with one of the hottest sounds that are out right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? Namely the Amapiano thing.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, I don't want to put any spoilers out there, but like I said, I don't want to limit myself to anything. And so I'll just touch on Amapiano. I'll definitely touch on Afrobeats, dancehall, anything. Honestly, I'll even do rock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Epic. Yeah. So who are you working with? Because you said there's something that you don't want to give away.
Who am I working with?
Yeah, because I feel like there's something that you want to say, but you're afraid to say it.
Oh.
You can't just dangle the carrot like that, boo. Give us a little something.
I'm sorry, Bugs Bunny, but
I'm dead. Don't make me Elmer Fudd you.
So far I've worked with 2 producers. The first producer was Rico Beats. Shout out Rico Beats. Great guy. And right now I'm working with Adabia Beats. He's just got some other sound.
Okay.
And it's just he just keeps on pushing me and just unlocking different levels of my artistry, and I'm enjoying every bit of that. So yeah, so right now me and Adabia, we definitely onto something. Shout out to Adabia, shout out to Amarilla, shout out to Mercury. Is that
who you made Naju Liza with?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
sure.
Sick. Okay, so you can hear the difference in the sounds, and that's no disrespect to you or any of the other producers. It's all sounding sexy, but there is definitely a little extra something in this one. When it comes to Amapiano in Kenya, I'm gonna want us to talk about that in a little bit, because I definitely have seen that's been a thing, and I would love to gather your thoughts there. 24 minutes past 8 in the PM. More coming at you with myself, One Love, and my boy Zeman. Of course, DJ Rouge continues to be the gift that keeps on giving. So, baby, let's let him give it. Stick around. More great stuff coming up for you, and you.
Played on every street at Jam and
God! Isn't that what you said?
I mean, I'll take it. Yours, not mine, but I'll take it. I'm like,
you're like, wait, yes, Prince, that's where it's at. Okay, so before our break and Rouge took over, I wanted to ask you about your take on the Amapiano scene here in Nairobi.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely arrived, and I've noticed that I really adore when Kenyans tap into the Amapiano scene. Yeah. And your latest hit, Najiuliza, I did it.
Carry on.
I can hear the Amapiano influence, and so I'm curious about what your take on like the Amapiano scene, if you will. You know, when people are creating like their own original and they're not trying to even just remix the stuff from South Africa.
Wow. So I mean, the South Africans definitely have a different style of, you know, doing the Amapiano.
Mm-hmm.
Tanzanians as well have a different style of doing the Amapiano.
Yeah.
So, and originally it's and all even Nigerians have their own different way of doing Amapiano.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as we're seeing with Ashake.
Right.
But Kenyans have also their way of doing Amapiano, and it's called actually. There's a guy I stumbled upon. There's a guy, no, actually, it's called Jimito. He does Kenya piano. He's got his own flow. It's called Kenya piano. You guys check him out, and it's just crazy. Like how what he's doing. Like it's.
Is it actually called Kenya piano?
That's Jimito. You know, like shout out to. He's coming up with his own genre. So
that is sick.
Yeah. So he's calling it K-piano actually. K-piano.
K-piano.
Yeah,
Okay.
K-piano, yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, it's different. So like for me personally, like what I
have you worked with him?
Have I worked with him? No,
Yeah.
We met at the studio.
Okay, right. You
once,
said you
but,
came upon him. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So and I thought that was really cool, you know. So I mean, yeah. So for me personally, when I did Najuliza, I had no intentions of, you know, just making it like a party song, because Amapiano just tends to like make you want to party. But I just wanted to like make a song that makes you feel good about yourself. It's just questioning life in a sense. Like the song is just about questioning life.
Right.
And you know, like just where you are, or you know, there are times when you feel like you're moving in quicksand, you know. It's
right.
It's like 5 steps forward, 10 steps back.
Right. Yeah,
that was the essence of the song.
Right.
But also bringing the Amapiano vibe, just trying to remind guys at the back of their head, like you can still feel good about it.
Yeah.
You know, just you know, just whatever it is that you're going through, just feel good and, you know, just soldier on.
So you and your team kind of like described the song exactly how you described the song.
Oh, okay.
And that was in this way of like it's meant to bring inspiration, right? And it's a think piece of sorts. Like, how long do I have to work? How much grind do I have to put out there before I'm seeing the.
Have you seen the visualizer, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay. That was actually really cool. Did it with my boy Taro Defundi.
Okay, sick.
Yeah, it was. I just told him to just get his camera and let's just go up the hill for a hike.
Yeah,
and he just came up with that, you know.
And it's very like a visualizer, which always brings me back to the early 2000s. Yeah. It's like kind of trippy.
It is.
Because I guess when you're thinking and you're lost in thought, things can get kind of trippy in there. But at the same time, like you said, it's an Amapiano song, so that means like it's kind of something that makes it puts a spring in your
definitely.
And it puts a spring in your step.
Yes.
So that was intentional.
Definitely.
And when you approach the song and writing the song, were you like, I want you to think, but I also want you to dance to it?
Definitely.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't even want that song to be categorized. There was a time like I went out walking in the street and, you know, playing the song to people, and you know, one of the guys asked me like, Kwanini gospel.
Yeah.
You know, and that's exactly like what I wanted, and that's exactly what we were looking for when we were coming up with that song, because like, do not categorize it. I want you to feel some type of way, but also, you know, feel another type of way. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, definitely. I think that's definitely different. And it's reminiscent of the likes of like Lauryn Hill, let's say. You know, remember like everybody was obsessed with some of her music, like That Thing. Yeah. But that was like that's a thing. Yeah. That thing. And it's like such a think piece, but like you're dancing to it and having a good time. And even when you're looking at the video, it's hard to remember that it's a heavy subject song.
You know? Yes.
Yeah. So I think that also, they say comedians are able to touch upon very heavy topics because they mask everything in laughter. Right?
Yes,
so like the king or the emperor or the politician
when he
won't come after the jokester, the jester of the court, but they tend to have a lot of great information. So maybe there's a way that we can always do that through another form of art, music. All right, a few more questions for Zeman before he loves us and leaves us. I do want to hear from you, Mr. Mbaka. What is it that you guys say?
What is up, the Hype 984 with Jane and Wanjira? I am loving the hip hop tonight. And I just had a question about Georgia Smith, which I really hope some of the people might also have a question in this regard. Like, is there any correct way or more correct way to ask or notice some physical changes to some of your favorite stars without being mean and mean-spirited? Because, some people are like, oh my God, I love her. Wait, is she pregnant though? Before you know it, people can attack it and like tackling them like, oh, STFU, you fat shaming, ooh, ah, ah, ah. And it's like, I don't think everybody wanted to be a jerk. So it's like, is there a more polite way to do it? Because like, we're here.
Good old FM, the hype, the place that gives you the best of hip hop and R&B. How does it feel when you listen to your song playing on air? That's gotta be so trippy.
Well, in a way it is, but to be fair, I do listen to my songs every single day.
Hey, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You listen to your own music?
Yeah, I do.
What about when you're making love?
A glass of water. Under the glass.
Like real love. Would that be playing in the background? Would that be playing in the background while you're doing the do?
I'm just gonna go ahead and drink my water.
I'll freaking cry. I asked this because Oprah asked Usher the same question.
Oh.
And Usher said with his chest, now you don't have to answer, but he did say with his chest, like, yeah, I'll play my music.
I should say that I'm a big Usher fan, but like, nah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I just have to get to the nitty gritty of things. Zeman in the building. And I've clearly made him blush.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I did a little bit.
It's been a long time.
A little bit there.
I mean,
I'm dead. Please, you're a musician and a cutie. It couldn't have been that long. Go ahead, talk to us. You know how to do that by now. He's about to leave us, but not before we get to the crux of a few things. Number one, a fan was asking about a polite way. A listener of the show was asking about a polite way to comment on stars. Mm-hmm. And I wonder if you have ever, felt attacked.
Yeah.
Or ever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because as a public figure,
yeah.
I think we can both relate to the fact that, just people will say stuff about you or whatever.
True. That's true.
I remember back in October, November, I was hosting something and being told through the grapevine that there was a woman who was on IG stories, I believe it was, and she was rating everyone's outfits for this. And it was a big thing. I was, asked to come host. Tiwa Savage was in town, and it was a MAC thing, and we were talking makeup, and she's the ambassador. She's the first African ambassador of MAC, and she came up with a lippy and all this stuff, and it was a really big honor to be asked to do this, and at the time I had really gained weight. Yeah. And it was just undeniable, and you could see it, and I could feel it, and I felt awkward, and I wore something that was like loose. And this chick really clowned me for my fit. And it hurt so badly. Okay. You know what I mean? And there was nothing that I could, I decided to ignore it because it's like, what are you going to do? You know what I mean? It's lame. But like, I just remember, because especially if you're feeling insecure about something, you kind of don't want to cause more attention to yourself, right? Bring more attention to yourself and be like, look, everyone, she called me like fat and said that I was wearing big clothes, but like I am. That's how I feel about myself right now. So.
First of all, I don't think you qualify as fat. Like African women, we appreciate,
of course,
we appreciate, like a bit of
some yama and whatever. Yeah. You say it.
With something there,
Yeah.
It's so nice to say it twice.
Okay, it's of course, but I mean, and as women, we tend to go through this more. But I'm curious, like, because guys also get their own pressure.
Oh, definitely.
And that's a big thing that people have been talking about, even on social media, is the pressure that guys face, and that's leading to more depression and suicides within men. Their own image.
It's actually very alarming. African men are committing suicide at an alarming rate, and it's shocking because first of all, it's not the African way. Actually.
Right. Well, I mean, there's no
actually foreign.
Suicide it can happen in any culture, but I think it's just that people are talking about it. It's happening more here. It's associated with an outside world, the West. But as we adopt more Western traditions and things and way of life, you're going to see all sorts of things crop up. Yeah. And so how do you deal with maybe any pressure, or do you wish that people wouldn't bring up, your Maybe.
insecurities.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, first of all, like I mean, people have made fun of me for like most of my life, really, because of like because I'm not that tall, I mean, I'm tall. I'm tall, like I'm like up there with Kevin Hart, Lil Wayne, Floyd Mayweather, Lil Uzi Vert, T.I., Tom Cruise is not too far from me, I like to see myself as, the elite short guys, but I mean, I've also, it just became part of me, and like it's now not an insecurity, it's actually a strength, because now like I'm just one of those guys, the small guys who just got a huge presence, it just like anywhere I walk into. So
it's true.
So at this point, like I honestly just I don't even care what anyone thinks about me, because like if I just work constantly every single day to just better myself.
Right.
Like, yeah, so I mean it's their problem, it's not mine. So
yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
So you don't have a thing to worry about except being the best version of yourself.
Definitely. Like I'm just against me, and like that's actually like just very, very scary, because
you're a whole lot of character, and I know you're not accepting anything but the best.
Yeah.
You're demanding of yourself.
Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. But all I can tell you is how I would respond to like any hate mail. I've seen it a lot actually when I was actually even starting out, like in my first song out there, video and everything. But opinions are just opinions, and everyone is entitled to one.
Yeah, I love that.
And you just probably just wanna be me, but
hey, you better let those people know. Let those people know, because that's what's really going on. That's what's really going on. I absolutely adore your aura, in addition to your obviously sick music and just your funky freshness. Like Zeman, where can we find you? When are we getting an EP? When are you dropping that from?
Yeah. Oh, so I've been working on just releasing singles.
Okay, yeah, obviously we see that. But like, that's why I'm like, we want the extended play, boo boo, the LP, the long play. Give me something.
I mean, I just might wake up one day and just just tell my team like, okay, we're gonna compile this to an EP. But up until then, it's just gonna be good vibes coming out. And actually, big shout out to my label, Black Alpha Production.
Yeah.
It's very supportive, and
that's amazing.
And it's just amazing. So yeah,
shout out to them for real, because that's, I feel like it's hard for artists to be like, shout out the label.
I mean, honestly, like you think that you can do it on your own, but you actually do need
no man has an island.
Yes, thank you. So so there's those guys. So you can find me on Instagram.
Go ahead.
Instagram, YouTube, TikTok.
And then you have there's an award ceremony coming up. You've been nominated for something.
Yeah, I have.
What have you been nominated for?
The most promising act 2023. It's People Choice Awards. Yeah, shout out yours truly.
That's amazing.
So I feel good about it. It just it just reinforces some confidence in me.
I love that. Of course. Yeah.
And in what we're doing, and it's amazing. So you can vote for me. The link is on my bio on my Instagram, so follow me on Instagram. Like, I mean, I think I'm fun. So
definitely.
Zeman Music Zeman Music on Instagram, Zeman Music everywhere else, on TikTok, on YouTube. Check me out, follow, hit that
Zeman.
Zeman.
Zaman. You are Zeman. Zaman.
It just depends on where you went to school. Mwalimu wako nursery
it's very true. Yeah. My New York accent just doing a thing over here. All right, thank you so much for coming through. Anytime you have anything coming, you are more than welcome to come chill with us in studio, period.
Man, I'd love that, and thank you so much for having me. It's been a vibe, and shout out the DJ. He put me on some piano songs that I didn't even know.
Rouge got it going on.
Yeah. So I mean, and you're such a vibe, and
thank you, Boo. Thank you, Big Z. All right, make sure you keep
Mr. Congo will vibe, Zimzilla. Yeah,
he's too much fun. Make sure y'all follow my boy, and that you also vote for him, because big things going on over here. Stick around. Rouge and I are going to love you and not leave you, unlike this guy right here. So talk to us at the Hype 984 hashtag Believe the Hype. 0701984984 is another way by which you can reach us. At DJ Rouge at Wanjira. Let's go. Honey.